Whether it's baseball, basketball, hockey, even bowling, it's covered on Gary J's sports page. I'll talk about what's going on in the world of sports all over the USA. We'll read you interesting articles about the players and even keep up with the scores of the games going on live. I'll even have guests from time to time and just talk sports. Better than any newspaper page, it comes alive. Gary J's sports page, alternating Saturdays at 2 o'clock Central on GJRB Online. Whether it's strange things in the sky and around the world, strange beings sighted, what's going on? All around us, conspiracy theories are being discussed. This is the show all about the strange things that are way out there. I'm Gary Russen. This Way Out There's back with more weird stories of the strange and the bizarre. Keep looking up in the sky and let me know what you see way out there. Every third Friday at 2 o'clock Central on GJRB. Sitting there going, well, why is it that I'm not hearing anything clearly? I have my volume down on my microphone a little bit. And it caused me to kind of freak out because of, well, why is that commercial that I just played, that promo, so low in volume? Because I had the volume up a little too low. Anyway, this is the amateur hour here on GJRB. The Gary Russen program is, I always say, it's just always fun to see how many people out there. Anyhow, welcome back to the Gary Russen program on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America and around the world and wherever you may be. Didn't have to go get my phone and break. There it is, right in my hand. It's right here, live. I'm sitting there looking at it. I have my phone here. It's there, okay? And apparently I got it in the internet on here, and I didn't. Okay. All right, there we go. So I'm leaving the bell on so that it's kind of neat. It kind of tells me I got a call incoming. So I'm doing that. And let's see what else I want to do. I want to go ahead and sign in to my Skype. Okay, let's see. G-A-R-Y-G. .com. This half hour, I'm going to play you that song. Carmen. It's really good. I'm going to play that one for you. Also, your commentary here as well on the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online on Spreaker across America and wherever you may be around the world. We're just headed into our Skype, which is just signing in and getting me ready. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it says Skype home not available. Okay, I don't know why it's saying that. Let's go on there. I'm going to put myself online. Okay, let's see, maybe now, okay. Why is it, it tells me that once in a while, and then it doesn't do that. Well, anyway, welcome back, Gary Russen program, GJRB Online on Spreaker, and I have my Skype on, and ready for you. Skype is ready to go, and if you hear a difference in the speaker quality, or if you hear a difference in that go mono, it's because I go like this. Okay, what that is the Skype. The Skype where the V is, the Skype, and now I activate that, and I can take phone calls on the air by putting Skype over the station. So I go V cable, and then I can just go ahead and virtual, okay, and that will let me take calls on the air from Skype. So I'm Gary Russen, and you can join me there. Area code 563 613-4260. So you want to call me live on the air that way. Via phone, cell is open. So what I do there is I kind of click there temporarily to show you how I take phone calls off Skype on the air with the V cable, and be able to talk to you on the radio. So we got those open. Chat rooms open, available as well, and you can be part of the show that way, and have a chance to be part of the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online on Spreaker, and be on the air. And it's that simple. All you got to do is do that. You know. Okay, let me see if we can get that to work. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, here we go. All right. And that means that you can be part of the show. We're doing non-stop talk in the afternoon here on the Gary Russen program. Take a little brief break around the half-hour mark for a local. But otherwise, full-length, non-stop talk on the Gary Russen program right from now until 6 o'clock right here on GJRB Online. As well as that, news and comment. I'll do a scroll through social media coming up. And that's always fun to do. I'm going to be doing that. And doing all kinds of stuff. So we'll have weather on the 5s about 25 after 4. Take a break. And then we'll come back and do more Gary Russen program here for you on GJRB Online. So come on aboard. We're glad to hear from you. And I have a story that I heard on the news break here before I was getting back on. Down in Florida, did you hear about this young boy, I guess, got mauled by a gator? I think in Orlando, around the same area of Florida where that shooting was. There's another terrible incident like that. I'm going to look for that story here in a couple of minutes. But sad story there. Apparently that's what happened. He got mauled by a gator in Florida. So we're going to talk about that here in a couple of minutes. And what was I going to get here next? Oh, yeah, I remember. Never mind, I always do that. I kind of draw. My mind always draws a blank every once in a while. Like going into the refrigerator and wondering why the heck you went in there in the first place. Happens to be on the computer, too, when I'm doing this program. I'm going, what am I doing in this database and what am I looking for? Just gotta find it somewhere. Anyway, we're going to do that. Scroll through social media right now as we continue the Gary Russen program. Let's do it. All right, let's do that and get things started on the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online on Spreaker. Non-stop talk through the rest of the afternoon. Take a little break here at the half-hour mark, but otherwise, we're just going to be rolling on through non-stop talk. And that's always fun, you know, because I always have a lot of stuff I like to talk about. So we're going to roll this completely one non-stop break, and then that's it for news. But other than that, full-length non-stop talk. And I'll be spreading my show about the internet and seeing if we got some participants. Last half hour or so, we got 2 listeners. So that's a start. Must be getting a good laugh out of some of my technical problems, right? Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of the show. Gary Russen program on GJRB Online on Spreaker today. And happy to be with you. Let's see. We're going to do something here. I've decided to take this segment and roll it non-stop right here and do it here. So we're going to roll non-stop here. In actuality, what I would do in that case is my 9-foot FM signal would plug into my radio for our KROS information on our local end, a 9-foot end, if I had the transmitter. And then we would continue talking here while we're on the air, you see, and then do it that way. So probably going to do that in this edition because I have no FM I'm waiting on one, but it hasn't come yet. So as soon as it does, I will be doing it that way. Otherwise, we're going to forfeit that 429 newscast that goes straight on through with the Gary Russen program right here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And going through some interesting stories here as we do our scroll through social media. Also going to play that song for you here in a little bit. Also going to post some things as well on the air. And I had some interesting responses to some of my previous posts from yesterday. Some people liked some of my previous posts, and I'll tell you about those. I'm going to go through here now and find some stuff. Big birthdays. Amanda Mosier yesterday had her birthday, and my nephew's birthday today. I'm going to give you the celebrities that are celebrating their birthday with you. I'll do that right now. I'm going to go down the page here. And here's some of the celebrities. I hate when I do that. Here's some of the celebrities. Paste instead of open hyperlink. Here's some of the celebrities celebrating birthdays with you today. Check this out. Yeah, we got some big ones. Northwest, really? Family member, right? Ice Cube, the rapper, is 47 today. Neil Patrick Harris, famous for his role in the TV show where he played that doctor, the teenage doctor. Yep. He is 43 today. Courtney Cox, 52, celebrating a birthday today. Mark Williams, 27, he's a YouTube star. Another rapper by the name of Wolfie Raps, he's 23. He's another YouTube star. And let's see down the line, Justin Fletcher, he's 46. And Waylon Jennings, his birthday today, if he had been alive, from 1937 to 2002, I don't know exactly how old he would have been. So he's celebrating, heavenly birthday to him. And Eileen Davidson, who she played a rotten person on Ice About Days of Our Lives. She is 57. So there's some big names. And let's go down the ways a little bit, see who else we have here. Shanice Hairston is 23. And let's see, we have one more before we go on. Rachel Covey, she's 18, she's a movie actress. And Luke Hodge, Australian footballer, probably one of the soccer players. He's 32, because I know you like soccer. Anyway, that's it for your birthdays today on the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online on Spreaker across America and around the world, getting things rolling on our afternoon of great talk radio here in Clinton, Iowa. We're doing that right now here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. So I thought we'd just kind of roll on through this and continue non-stop talk as we continue the Gary Russen program today here on GJRB Online. All right, what we're going to do right now is go back through Facebook again and see who else we got going on. Did you hear this story? Now, I want to find that story. Actually, I'm looking for that story. And I know if I saved it on my site or not, so I'm going to do a refresh and see if I can find it. Let's see. Let me go through. see if I can find it. I thought maybe it was on here somewhere, but here it is. Gator drags child into water near the Walt Disney Resort in Florida. And I just heard a result of this story here. The body, this is terrible. 2-year-old Nebraska boy attacked and dragged into the lake by an alligator at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. This is terrible. Now let's see. And members of the Orange County Police Dive Team located the boy at around 11:45, recovered less than 10 hours later. The boy turned over in the Orange County Medical Examiner, autopsy pending, I guess. Authorities formally identified the body, but there's no reason to believe that the body was recovered and was not Lane Dennings noted. This is terrible, folks. This is something.
The deceased, a 2-year-old, I'll identify him in just a few moments. At about 3:30 today, we recovered the remains of the 2-year-old from the water, and that body has now been turned to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. The family, I'm going to go ahead and identify the parents are Matt and Melissa Graves from El Paso. The 2-year-old is Lane Graves. I will share with you that the child was found, his body was completely intact, and so at this time we will go through the formality of making a formal identification. There's no reason for us to believe that the body that was recovered is not that of Lane Graves. There's likely no question in my mind that the child was drowned by the alligator.
We're going to continue to evaluate the evidence we have, and we're going to try to continue searching. We're going to make certain that we have the.
Okay, you heard it. Sad situation there. Young boy who apparently was attacked that way by being dragged into the water in nearby Disney park. Sad situation there. The Disney's going to be working on something there. They're going to try to do some changes there. The staff at Disney, Jerry Dennings, stated the boy's remains will be recovered at 3:30 Eastern Time. Parents identified as Matt and Melissa Graves from Elkhorn, Nebraska. They said that the boy was dragged away and was identified as Lane Graves. Sad situation there. The little boy. So prayers go out to their family, and that's terrible situation there. And we pray for the boy's family, of course, in this situation. Terrible as it may be. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, going straight through, non-stop talk here on the Gary Russen program. What do you think of that situation? That's just terrible. A young boy who apparently dragged by a gator in Florida. And we're going to continue following that story. Also, let's see what other stories coming up. Here's some of the other deaths of some of famous celebrities. I was going to talk about these. In the death, Teresa Saldana played a raging bull in the Commish. She's an actress who became active in the stalking victims. And she died on June 6th at the age of 61. Goldie Hawn, she's a Goldie Howe, a 4-time Stanley Cup champion, NHL legend known as Mr. Hockey. He died on June 10th at the age of 88. June 10th. Well, it wasn't that long ago. June 10th. That was last Thursday. And let's see. We have Christina Grimmie. She was a winner of The Voice. She finished third in the sixth season. In 2014, she died June 11th at the age of 22 after being shot in Orlando concert. Well, I don't know if I want to go to Orlando or not. That's just not one place I want to hang out. Seems like you go to Orlando, you get shot. Boy, oh boy. An elf actor, and let's see if I can pronounce this, Mahali Maku Mazeros. He was the circus. He was in the circus. He was a midget who fit the role pretty good, playing Elf on the TV sitcom Elf in the 80s. One of my all-time favorite shows. What a shame. I don't know who's going to carry on that voice. He had kind of a stuffy voice. Don't know if anybody would maintain that voice, but Elf gone. Wow. It's just, what's going on? Are we slowly declining to the end of the world here, or what? Wow. Elf gone. What's going on next? Jeez. Anyway, in the Walton's actress Ronnie Claire Edwards, better known for playing a part of let's see, here it is. Playing the part of Corvette Gotzi, died. She was a veteran actress too. She died at the age of 83. She's from Oklahoma, and she did a lot of parts. She began performing in 1963, but she was well known for her part as Corvette Gotzi on the Walton. She joined that cast in 1975 and remained on the series till its end. Did a lot of the movies. She also played in a bunch of other ones too as well. She was well active in the beginning of the century. She played in movies like Nobody's Fool in 1986 with Rosanna Arquette, and Deadpool in 1988 featuring Clint Eastwood. She was also in several TV movies such as Sweet Bird of Youth 1989. Guess Who's Coming for Christmas? Never heard of that one. It's from 1990. Of course, a couple of the Waltons movies in 1993 and 1995. And she appeared in Star Trek, The Next Generation. And then series such as Boom, Sarah, and Just in Time. And she also wrote, along with Alan Crow, a story called Idols of the King, which deals with the passionate fans of Elvis Presley. Better known as a delightful storyteller discussing her career, she published a book called Knife Thrower's Assistant, Memoirs of Human Target, up until her death. She died in her sleep June 14th, yesterday, probably in the middle of the night. But they don't mention here what happened to her, what caused her death. There is no mention of her death result. What other than maybe a chronic illness. They don't say what really did her, what killed, what caused her to die. She just they just have her. She died in her sleep last night. So. That's another great actress gone. And you remember her as Judy Jetson, but she was also Penelope Pitstop. She was also a lot of other characters. She was Penelope Pitstop, and she also was Josie and Josie and the Pussycats, and she played the voice of Wilma's mother on the Flintstones. Yeah, she died too. Wow. That is Janet Waldo. but she was best known for her part playing the voice of Judy Jetson on The Jetsons. Yeah, she's gone too. Judy Jetson. Wow. We'll be talking about that on the Gary J's Radio and Television Classics, by the way, in its finishing touches, as that show will be on more often. I'm working on yet another show, doing a paid tribute to some more classic 60s TV shows, some more integrated classic commercials, including integrated commercials from Petticoat Junction. So that's coming up on another edition of Gary J's Radio and Television Classics. So you're going to want to check that out. It's a live show, 4th of July weekend, right here on GJRB Online. So you're going to want to listen to that. I'm going to be promoting that as I get things finally together. I've got promotions ready for that program, so be aware. Gary J's Radio Television Classics will be on the air on the 4th of July weekend. Okay, it's going to be a big weekend of nostalgia. We're going to start off with Gary J's Radio and Television Classics. I got some old-time radio with Radioland, and to top it off, the Crooners. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., all the great ones. The Great American Songbook. The Crooners, this 4th of July weekend, right here on GJRB. You're going to want to check that out. It's going to be fabby. I'm telling you what. You're going to love this. It's going to be great. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the program, and I don't know if I have a lot of it on there, but I have a plan on doing a segment, which I've been working on. As you will know, when you're a kid, you couldn't stay up to watch all the good shows, right? But what did you do? Yeah, you had a transistor radio stuffed underneath your pillow, listening to your favorite disc jockey, WLS, or one of the legends. I'm going to give you a montage of some of radio's greatest disc jockeys. That's right. You're going to love this. It's coming up on Gary J's Radio, Television, and Movie Classics. We're going to go in, and we're going to visit, I'm going to actually visit the GJRB, it's going to be fun. We're going to go into what they call the projection room. Yeah, the projection room. You're going to love this. I'm going to be featuring movie trivia, classic stuff from drive-in movies. You're going to love this show. Gary J's Radio and Television Classics. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love this program. I do a lot of stuff with this. It takes me a lot of time to find a lot of this old stuff. Really does, but I love doing it. I really do. It's great. And I'll be bringing it to you. It's going to be a great weekend. I hope you're going to enjoy that. That's coming up 4th of July weekend here on GJRB Online. And we got a great show lined up for you there. So stay with us for it. I'm telling you, we got a great show lined up for you here. And it's all going to be here on GJRB Online, on Spreaker, the What's Happening sound. GJRB in 2016, still the What's Happening sound. Recently we lost Rob